Hello YouTube, my name is Nero. Today we have some more Hearthstone. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There is a Tavern Brawl out right now called A Peek to the Past, where essentially you get to make a deck using only basic and classic cards, but no epics or legendaries. And I think this is a really interesting idea, so I wanted to make this video here. So I put together a deck that is very similar to the first deck that I used when I first got into Hearthstone. When I first started playing Hearthstone, I played primarily as the Hunter because it sounded the coolest. And the first thing that came to mind when I was putting together my first couple of decks was I want to make a Beast-style deck. So that's why I tried to replicate here for today's video. I've always thought it would be really cool if we could play quote-unquote vanilla Hearthstone again, right? Go back to the time where we only used classic cards, we only had all the classic legendaries and the basic cards and stuff like that, because while Hearthstone's a very fun game, there are so many cards out right now that if you're not keeping up with it, it can be kind of easy to fall behind, right? If you're somebody that doesn't spend a lot of money on the game or even a lot of time on the game, it's super easy to fall behind. There are so many cards out there, you just have no idea what's going on, and it's kind of cool that if you go back to like the beginning of Hearthstone, you can kind of see where it all began. You can see all the very basic cards. There's very few cards actually in the game, so it's easy to remember what all of them do and what to expect and stuff like that. So I just think it's kind of interesting to be able to play with this style of a setup, though unfortunately not a great opening hand here. Do I coin into the Dire Wolf? I think I do, just so I have something on the board. Because when you're facing another Hunter, I think it's going to be all about tempo. But what do I know? I'm just some pleb. I enjoy Hearthstone, but I don't play it a ton. I'm not particularly good at it. I'm the kind of person that's played enough to get like a Golden Warrior. I've made it to rank 10, I think, a couple of times, but really nothing exceptional. Like no crazy records or anything like that. Never made it to Legend or anything of that nature. And there we go. We're just going to feed the beast. We're just going to feed the old beast. I remember back in the vanilla days, I feel like a WoW player now, Scavenging a Hyena with Unleash the Hounds, Starving Buzzard with Unleash the Hounds. I think I have a Starving Buzzard in this deck, even though it's nerfed. It'd be cool for this Tavern Brawl if they were to make it so all the cards go back to the way they performed previously. That would be pretty neat in my opinion. So what do we do here? Do I put out another Dire Wolf along with the Timber Wolf and make him use the last charge of his Eaglehorn bow to take out my Dire Wolf, which is going to do 3 attack to him? But if I do that, what do I do for turn 4? What do I do for turn 4? There's nothing really, right? So I think what we do is we bait him out here a little bit with the Timberwolf. Does he want to kill the Timberwolf? I love this card, by the way. It's not that great. It really isn't, but I love the card art. It's a cool idea for a card, I think. And so this is one of my favorite cards when I first got into Hearthstone. I was so happy when I leveled up my Hunter enough to actually get to the point where I had a golden one. Ooh, now you're going to have to kill it with your Eaglehorn bow. Oh, nope, not with that explosive trap you've got there. It's definitely going to be an explosive trap. All right, let's go ahead and just attack. Or maybe freezing? It's going to be freezing. I'm cool with that. I can take a freezing trap. But unfortunately, that's going to buff up his bow a little bit there. Do we put out the Animal Companion now? Or do we wait until next turn when we can combo it with... I think we wait till next turn where we can combo it. And I also think we force him to deal with that Timberwolf right now. Because either he's going to trade his 2-1 or he's going to use a charge on his bow. I have a couple of secrets in my deck as well. Oh, no, not the Stampeding Kodo. That's a very good answer. That is quite the answer you've got there, friend. I could also use one of mine to take out his Loot Hoarder. I could also use the Ironfur Grizzly. I used to use this card all the time. Especially back when I first started playing. I'm like, 3 for 3. Those are good stats. Plus, it's got taunt. And it's a beast. It's wonderful. What do I do here? We take the gamble and try and get Misha. Or we get the charge. With my luck, we're going to get Leok. If we have the charge, it'll be pretty fantastic. I don't know. We don't have a ton of great options, I don't think, right now. So what I think we do is we just Stampeding Kodo and get rid of that. And now we have a pretty even board, but of course he also has this weapon there. We have the Tundra Rhino here, which is pretty awesome. You may not think it when you first start playing. I know I didn't think it, so maybe some other people can sympathize with this. Oh, the Deadly Shot. I didn't realize when you put out Tundra Rhino when I first started playing that because he's a beast, he also has charge. Just one of those things that didn't really click with me. We got the Explosive Trap. That's only when my heroes attacked. We've got the Explosive Trap, and we can also put down... Or do we just kill that thing off? I think we do. Just go ahead and kill off the Dire Wolf Alpha there. He's definitely got the tempo right now, but I have answers for pretty much everything he's doing. We're going to have very similar decks. There's not a ton of... That's what I'm talking about. When it comes to the base Hearthstone game, there's not a ton of room for variety and stuff like that. Like, it's pretty easy to figure each other out pretty easily. He's just going to attack face here, I think. He wouldn't be a true hunter if he didn't attack face. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. He's gonna do a little bit of sacrificing here. Okay. Well, what's actually really bad about that is my explosive trap now destroys his entire board. So let's go ahead and just do that. And we're going to attack his face. There's no sense in me putting out a minion right now because he would be able to hide from it. Unless, please, when your hero is attacked. Okay. I'm sitting here wondering, because I haven't used explosive trap or hunter in a very long time. I'm sitting here wondering if it was going to make it so if you attack a minion, it also triggers, but it's only if he attacks me. So, I mean, right now it's a war of attrition, but at the same time, he can win because he's got the lead. He does indeed have the lead. He's going to have to attack eventually, right? But I could also just put out a combo, and I could put out a pretty big combo right now. I can Animal Companion and Tundra Rhino. What would be the best option here? I'm not convinced there's actually a very good option. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I could put out Tundra Rhino, and then Animal Companion, and whatever beast I have would have charge, but he's likely got another freezing trap there. And here we go. There goes his whole board, and there goes his weapon. So... wasn't very... Oh, okay. I was going to say, it wasn't very well played, but he has another Eagle Horn Bow there. Okay. Well, now I can actually put out some minions. One of those is probably going to be a snipe. People don't run snipe anymore, but it's not bad now. So Tundra Rhino to eat up the snipe. No snipe. Fair enough. And we're going to put out the Direwolf Alpha and have the Alpha attack. Because Explosive Trap, then... what would the other one be? Was Snake Trap in the basic? I think it was. I can't quite remember. Let's find out. That's probably... it's going to be freezing again. That's fine. He has such a freaking beefed up bow right now. Do I Explosive Trap now? If I just Explosive Trap, he's going to attack my face and then put out his minions. Doesn't seem like it's actually going to help all that much. So we're just going to go ahead and hit him with that. Unfortunately, the Tundra Rhino costing 7 really does hurt me. I do have my Animal Companion. I do have Multi-Shot, but it requires him to have 2 minions on the board for Multi-Shot to even take effect. He's gonna rush me down here. He's gonna have me unless I can find a way to either heal or do 13 damage here, which unfortunately I can't. Well, actually, I've got double taunt, potentially triple taunt. And what would be best here? Would it be better to put Animal Companion or Scavenging Hyena out? I think Animal Companion, so I can hope to get a Misha. But if I do that, I can't attack his face this turn, which will only drop him to 11. And then, actually, I think it would actually be better to put out the Scavenging Hyena and attack his face. Because he's going to buff up the Scavenging Hyena, potentially by killing off the bears. If he has a spell, if he has like Explosive Shot, no, Explosive Shot's only maybe minions. I can't quite remember. It's been so long since I've done actually any of this. Oh, this combo, I haven't seen this in ages. He gets my face. All right, and he wins. GG. He had 25. He had 3 25% chances and he got him twice. He got it twice. And game 2 is going to be another Hunter Mirror matchup. Well, hopefully we can out-tempo them this time. I like this setup right here. We're just going to go ahead and keep that for right now, I think. Turn 1, Timberwolf, followed by the turn 2, Direwolf. Turn 3, Huffer. 6 attack Huffer for 3. I don't know. It sounds pretty good to me. I'm surprised we haven't seen a Warlock yet. When I first saw this brawl, I'm like, Warlocks are going to be popular, right? The old school zoo deck, but there are a couple of cards that wouldn't work, I don't think, because they're epics. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at it. I think you could put together a pretty proper zoo deck for this particular Tavern Brawl. What's he coining into? He's got himself a Direwolf. Fair enough. But I can put out my Direwolf. We're just going to have Direwolves all around here. And that's going to buff up the Timberwolf to take out the Dire Wolf. There's going to be wolves all around here. It's a Hunter Mirror matchup, for crying out loud. Turn 3, Animal Companion. Turn 4, Houndmaster. Turn 5, Stampeding Kodo. We've got ourselves the curve here. He's got himself an Arcane Shot, though. I was considering putting that in the deck, but I was never the biggest fan of that particular card. And Guaranteed Huffer. Guaranteed Huffer. Haven't you seen the SMORC song? It's always Huffer. Freaking love it, man. I should start working on getting a Golden Hunter. It'd be fun. Another Arcane Shot. Well, there's both of them gone. I've been working on the Paladin off and on as of recently. Well, unfortunately now, you know what? Do I just kill command that thing just to kill whatever tempo he's got? I think I do. I'm just gonna kill command it. I'm not gonna let you have the satisfaction of buffing up your Scavenging Hyena. Right? Because if I were to put out the Houndmaster, it's a waste, right? So I want to get... perfect. We got the Stampeding Kodo for him. And he's got no other answers. So we got the Stampeding Kodo, and if he doesn't have a way to get rid of it, like his own kill command, then I can Houndmaster it. Oh, that'd be so good. It'd be so good. It's a battle of the beasts. And there's a deadly shot. We're just going to counter each other to the end of time. I'm down with that. I am down with that. All right, so let's see you counter this. Aha. What's that one spell that hunters have? Multi-shot? There's 3 damage to both? That'd be pretty devastating right now. He doesn't have an Arcane Shot to follow it up with, though, to finish off the River Croc. Good old River Croc. And there's a deadly shot, and he gets the better of the two. You lucky duck. And he's got the Eagle Horn. We're just going to keep countering each other to the end of time until we have no freaking cards. The thing is, though, we're running very similar decks, so it's like, what are we supposed to do? Let's see you deal with that. Got the old explosive trap there. So if he's smart, he'll try and pop it. But then again, oh, he's got his own. It's probably a freezing. I can almost guarantee it's a freezing, and if it is... that hurts me a lot. We got the Iron Fur. We've got the Iron Fur. You know, my Iron Fur is going to have charge as a result, so we're actually going to go ahead and run it in because it's probably freezing. And you don't want to freeze up a 5-drop and make it an 8, right? It's better to do it this way. Look at that! Look at the combos. The Tundra Rhino here, OP. It's OP. He dropped the... oh, he just gave up. He didn't want to keep on going with the battle of the tempo. That was fun. Hey, roll level 49. Hey, got our pack for getting the win. And game 3 here against the Rogue. Good old Miracle Rogues. Apologies for the cuts in the video here. I keep running into people who are roping. Like, why is that? Is that like the new meta? I haven't played a ton of Hearthstone recently, but I've ran into, like, I think 3 people so far now that even on turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, they're going all the way until rope, even if they've already played out their hand. Like, it's like, why? Is this am I just getting unlucky here? I think I may just be getting unlucky and find myself in a situation where people are accidentally, because I've done it before, I'm sure you guys have as well, where you're done with your turn, you think you hit end turn, but you didn't, and you're off, like, looking at your other monitors, something like that. And man, I don't know if I'm getting unlucky or if it's like a new meta or what's going on here, but people are just roping like crazy and it's absurd. But we have ourselves a Rogue here, which is a class I did not... all right, turn 1 Sinister Strike. That's a class I did not explore whatsoever in the early days of this game. So, I think actually what we do is we coin into a Direwolf Alpha. And the reason why is if I put out the Timberwolf, you're just going to pull out daggers and kill off the Timberwolf. So we put out the 2/2 that he can't as easily kill. And then next turn we have a Scavenging Hyena we can potentially start buffing up. We can also buff up the Direwolf with the Timberwolf itself. Oh, look at you. Look at you. All right, well, if that's going to be your game, then I think we put out the Scavenging Hyena. Because now he's not going to want to attack it because the Scavenging Hyena is only going to get buffed. Yeah, he's reading the Scavenging Hyena. He's got to play around it now. What's he got? That's a card. There you go. There you go. He's got the counters, and now he can attack with the weapon. I hope he's got even more ideas. Defias ringleader. Oh, gosh. Coining into a Defias ringleader. How do you counter that? You can't. That's how. Just can't do it. Can't be done. We're just going to put an explosive trap out. Nice and easy. Get rid of that little threat he's got right there. I could also have put out the Ironfur Grizzly, but rogues have all sorts of tools and gadgets and gizmos, and I don't want to mess around with that. I'd rather just explosive trap down both of his guys, deal a little damage to his face in the process, and make him start anew here. Razorfen Hunter. See, it's so cool to see all these old cards I just haven't seen in so long. And now we're going to drop the Ironfur Grizzly, along with the Timberwolf, just for good measure. And right there, I almost... you clearly saw me hit and turn there, but it didn't actually register. I think the extra attack on the Ironfur is going to make him think twice about buffing up a weapon. He's got a Shib. Fair enough. Luckily, I have enough board clear in this deck. He's got a lot of these combo cards and cards that just put out an extra minion. You see what I'm talking about right there? He's going to buff it up with Deadly Poison. I think I have enough board clear in this deck to really be able to deal with most of those cards that he puts out. And then, of course, once we get to Savannah High Main, he could probably sap it, but still, it's a pretty scary option. Do I Explosive Trap now? Explosive Trap is not a very good choice, I don't think, right now. And Kill Command seems like such a waste on a Razorfen Hunter. But I might need to just do it. Again, I have a ton of board clear in this deck, so we're just going to get rid of that, leave the 1/1 on the board, and keep attacking his face here with the old Hunter hero power. Keep the pressure on him, because I doubt he has anything in his deck that's actually going to help him heal. So I'd be interested to see. He loves these cards where he puts out an extra minion. So I'd love to hear down there in the comments, when you guys first started playing Hearthstone, what class did you naturally gravitate towards? What was your first class that you started playing? I've said thoroughly throughout this entire video, for me it was definitely Hunter, but my true passion lied with the warrior. And these days I'm also getting into Paladin and Warlock as well. So what would be best here? I'm really not worried about all that little tiny girly damage he has on his board right now. It's very sissy damage. If I put out the High Main, he's going to have to deal with it. He might be able to sap it. We'll see. I was considering the Tundra Rhino, but I'm thinking he might actually just trade a bunch of his guys to take out the Rhino. But this way... Alright, here comes his first sap. We're baiting that out. He's not going to have saps forever, right? Is he going to waste a charge on my face to try and put the pressure on me? I think he's gonna. And next turn, I can Explosive Trap plus Tundra Rhino, so... Pretty happy about that. Ooh, we've got the Starving Buzzard. This card used to be a staple in every Hunter deck. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. What was it before? It used to be... Was it a 3-2 for 3? Or something? I forget what they did to nerf it. They increased the mana cost, but they may have changed around its attack and health. I can't quite remember. But I think we Explosive Trap. And I think we put out the big, scary Tundra Rhino. And I think we go ahead and attack the face. Because why attack any of his minions? They're all going to die to the Explosive Trap. That was a nice board you had once. There we go. Now we're even on health. Next turn, I could put out a Savannah High Main that will have charge if he can't deal with the Rhino. And that would be catastrophic for poor Cadu Dragon over here. Acidic Swamp Ooze! Oh no. The bane of my warrior decks. He's got sap. Fair enough. Well, there's both of his saps gone. So now he's going to have to actually just straight up deal with whatever minion I decide to put on the board. Though he does have a bit of the momentum. He's got me down to 10 health, and he's got a minion on the board, whereas I have nothing that's particularly scary right now. I would draw that. Why couldn't I have drawn like a lower cost minion? But, I mean, on the bright side, I can put you out. I can get rid of the Swamp Ooze. I can attack face. Now I've got a bit of the momentum. I don't think he's going to have a way to burst 10 damage on me right now. He's probably going to have a way to deal with the Rhino and get him off the board. But he needs to. If he doesn't, it's probably going to be GG. Uh-oh. I don't think he has an answer. He doesn't have an answer. Wait, he still has a card. He still could play it. I really don't think he has an answer. Why would he wait this long to use his answer? He definitely does not have an answer. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is, as they say, GG. Did I say GG? I meant one-off GG. Please don't let me lose right here. Please don't let me lose right here. I was one-off in my head. So if he destroys a minion, I say that still spawns up the 2 hyenas. Can you see it? It's been a while since I played Hearthstone. Math is hard. All right. I like what he's doing here. I like what he's... Oh, never mind. I did like what he was doing there. But he had no extra answers. Are you serious? I didn't hit 49? I didn't hit 49 with that? I must be a sliver away. All right, one more game. All right, and we have ourselves a Shaman. It's kind of nice we're actually getting a little bit of variety here in terms of opponents, but still very surprised. No Warlocks. No Warlocks at all, whereas Warlocks were very popular in the classic days of Hearthstone. What do I want here? Scavenging Hyena is fine if I can actually get some other things to work with it. If not, River Croc and Hunter's Mark. All right, not bad. I just have a feeling I'm going to be flooded by totems, but I have enough AoE in this deck that I should actually be okay. I just don't have the greatest opening hand here. Not a lot of great options. River Croc on turn 2 is not bad. He's sticky. He's got the 3 health. And he's likely not going to be playing any... Oh, never mind. I was about to say he's likely not playing anything on turn 1. He's just going to totem on turn 2. But how I was wrong. How I was wrong. So he's probably going to totem here. Hope for a taunt. And attack phase. If I had to guess. He's rocking the old Heroes of the Storm card back here. All right, he's rocking just a straight-up Murloc Shaman deck. I can dig that. So that's the one, yeah, whenever you summon a Murloc, gain attack. So let's go ahead and not let him summon very many Murlocs. That'd be nice. Oh, that works. Well, I'm going to attack it anyway. And just as an added measure here, I'm going to go ahead and put out my own taunt. Get rid of that. Might have actually been smarter for him to put the Sunfury Protector just giving the Murloc Raider taunt and leaving it so his Murloc Tidecaller can stay alive. All right, there's one Lightning Storm down. We're going to have to deal with that. That's going to be no fun. That's going to be no fun at all. Those Lightning Storms don't play games. All right, we got ourselves a kill command. Is there anything... Do I really want to kill command the Sunfury Protector? I'm trying to think of what big scary cards a Shaman would have. And none are really coming to mind, but I don't want him having too much momentum. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of it. I'm just going to get rid of it. And then next turn, we get out the Stampeding Kodo, clear off one of his minions, get a nice sticky 3/5 on the board. Oh yeah, that's actually perfect, because it's going to kill a random enemy minion with 2 or less attack, and because of the buff, it's guaranteed to kill off the Flame Tongue Totem there, so that's actually incredible. That's actually wonderful. That worked out very well. That worked out incredibly. So, next turn, we can get out the Houndmaster. We could potentially Houndmaster and Hyena. We'll see. All right. I don't have a lot of card draw in this deck anyway, so thank you, I suppose. Unleash the Hounds hasn't played a big role today, really, whatsoever. Rocking the Bluegill. I can dig that. All right, fair enough. Well. Huh. We could Scavenging Hyena and Unleash the Hounds here. That could potentially make him pretty scary. He's still got the other... I think it might be better to go big and bulky. Then again, I could clear off almost his entire board. There's lots of options right now. I think going big and bulky... Then again, he could Hex. He almost surely has a Hex in there, right? And if he has that Hex, I'm kind of screwed. Well, I still have a couple of minions on the board, I think. So we're going to go ahead and do it this way. Big and scary. He's definitely Hex bait. But even if they Hex him, you know, I've got some pretty decent minions still here on the board. And I think if he Hexes him to a frog and kills the frog, that the frog counts as a beast, and that would buff up the Scavenging Hyena. Raid Leader! Oh, no! Anyone but him! So definitely a little bit of a Unleash the Hounds next turn. We could also Hunter's Mark down one of these guys, make them easy to kill. All right, he's scared. He's scared. Okay, so if I were to Stampeding Kodo, that would get rid of the 2/2. Gosh, those guys are actually pretty buff. Not liking that. Not liking that at all. I can change the health down, but they still have the attack. If I Unleash the Hounds right now, I could trade them all into one guy, which would buff up my Hyena ridiculously. Well, actually, oh, okay, so here we go. So we Unleash the Hounds. Hunter's Mark you down to 1. And that allows me to trade that, then trade that, then trade that. Is it scary enough for you? Then we put out a random beast, which happens to be the one I wanted. And we get that. And now we've got ourselves a 10-6 on the board. That snowballs very quickly. And he's outside of Lightning Storm range. Lightning Storm kills off the rest of my board. Feral Spirits, good choice. Feral Spirits are freaking scary, man. Mana-Tide Totem gets a card at the end of the turn. All right, well, do I Gigerino him here? I think I do. So I don't want to be one off, so I'm gonna do all the math here in my head here, right? So you trade that into that, trade that into that, and then Hero Power. Yeah, it's very easily done. I'm not even gonna mess around with it. I'm just gonna go ahead and end it. Kind of feel bad. There we go. Scavenging Hyena can definitely get out of hand pretty quickly. There we go. Level 49. Do I get anything? Golden Kill Command. All right, that's a little bit better. Still not a giant fan of the art, but it's a little bit better than the regular old Kill Command. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for you guys here in this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. And again, let me know down there in the comments, what class did you start playing with when you first started playing Hearthstone? Does this show my ranks? Was it the Mage? Was it the Paladin? Was it the Warrior? The Shaman? The Warlock? The Rogue? The Priest? The Hunter? Or the Druid? For me, again, it was I started off with the Hunter, moved over to the Warrior, and now I'm kind of like evenly going between these three. It's weird. Once I got Warrior up to 60, I now have lost a lot of my motivation to actually play it, because now I'm like, well, these wins I'm getting in ranked are just kind of pointless. I should be working on, continuing to get wins for the Paladin or the Warlock and trying to get, golden heroes for that. But I'm so far away. I have 532 with the Warrior, 157 with Gul'dan, and 197 with the Paladin. So I'm quite a ways away. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, that's all I have for you guys here in this video. Thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.